Okay, we're going to do our warm-up, and it's more like a loosening up and a transition from real life into your workout. It doesn't necessarily really warm you up that much, but it's still called a warm-up. So let's start by inhaling up and stretching, and now we're going to go with reach with one arm and the other, and we're going to alternate, get the knees bending. Excellent. Nice bounce in your step here. All getting ready to be more flexible. And now we're going to cross over, reach, and now we're going to swing from side to side, nice and loose, as if we were dancing, because we kind of are. And now we're going to add the hamstrings, bring the heel to the butt, stretching out just your quadriceps and starting to get your hamstrings moving and warming up. And now we're going to go side to side with this. And we're going to cross the feet over in front with the heel. This is stretching out the back of the leg, still moving enough to opening up the hips. And now we're going to take this to the back. Stretching out the hip in another direction, the front of the hip. And take it to the front again. It's time to add the arms to a little twist, moving so that we are warming up the spine as well. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take the arms up, and we're going to touch our opposite hand to the knee. And we're going to take this to the ankle now. If you can't reach your ankle, you can just reach for anywhere on your shin. And gradually get down to your ankle. And now we're going to take this out to the side, like a flapper. And now to the back, opposite hand to the heel. Make sure your arm that's up in the air is really up in the air, so you get a nice stretch. And we're going to bring this back around to the side. Feel a little twist in the waist. Opening up your hips, moving them in a way that you usually don't open them. You don't open them during the day like this at all. No, sitting at the desk, right?
Right.
And breathe and take it to the front. Ankle.
I'm warmed up.
Knee. Yes. And now we're going to drop the arms, keep the legs moving. And we're going to inhale up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and hold it. And let the arms float down. Take a big, beautiful circle out to the side and to the back as you exhale. Clasping your hands behind you and opening up your chest, a little bit of a back bend. And release that with some shoulder rolls. As you're doing the shoulder rolls, separate your feet. We're going to do a roll down now. Make sure your hands are on your thighs if you have any back problems whatsoever. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Let the head go. Inhale up a few inches and release it down a little bit more. And bend the knees, rolling halfway up so that your hands land on your thighs, fingers pointing inward. Do not have them on the knees. We don't need any knee trouble. We want to have them on the thighs, and we're going to arch the back up, belly button to the spine, squeeze it in, warming up the abs and continuing to warm up the spine. And now we're going to exhale and reverse that curve so your chest comes down to the ground, head goes up, tailbone comes up, and come on up, and other way, and roll it up halfway, and we'll go down the other way last time, and rolling up and continuing the roll up all the way up. Head and shoulders are last, and shoulder rolls.
That's great. Thank you.
Doing this at a computer is not too shabby either, right?
That's right.
Just you can even do it while you're sitting. Take this whole little break. And now what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out the back of the leg. So we're just going to take the heel up, the heel down, and the toes up, and we're going to take a bow and exhale. Try to get your chest closer to your thigh. on up. And other side. Same deal, toes are up. And just fold over your thigh. Let your head go. And come on up. And now comes the challenge. We're going to have one arm up and we're going to grab the foot and balance. And once you've got the balance going, we're going to come forward. This is a really great stretch for your quadricep. And then release. Other way. I like that. Yeah. Okay, other arm comes up. Grab your other foot. And then come forward.
Real test of our balance.
Don't try this if you're chewing gum. And release it down. And that's it. Great. I'm ready. You ready?
I am.
Let's Nancercize.
I feel very ready.
Great.
Warmed up.
Okay, hi. We're going to be doing a little cool down now. We've just worked out and we're going to take advantage of the warm muscles and elongate them during the stretches. So let's start out by our hands up here. We're going to do a series of yoga poses and we're going to jump and make sure that the legs are nice and wide apart, and we're going to make sure that the toes are pointing in the same direction. Both of them, the back foot as well as the front foot. And now we're going to have our arms out. Arms are out. We're going to bend the knee. Stay nice and tall. Shoulders are down and back. Head nice and tall. And we're just going to tilt over and rest your elbow on your thigh. Other arm comes way up in the sky, reaching, reaching, reaching. Inhale, exhale, wrap the arm around. Let the back of your hand rest on your lower back. And if your balance is in place, we're going to look up into the sky and open up the chest. And now the arm comes up and straighten the leg. Hand slides down this leg as far as you can go. Okay, now we're going to bend this leg and we're going to come up and we're going to go to the other side. Toes are pointing in the other direction. Arms are out, nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to bend this leg, tilt, rest your forearm on your thigh, reaching up. Inhale, exhale, wrap this around. Let the back of your hand rest on the back of your lower back. If you want extra stretch, you can then press into your inner thigh with your forearm. And now we're going to have this arm come up, straighten, slide it down as far as you can go. Again, looking up if you can. If that's too much, you can look straight ahead. And if that's too much, you can look down. And bend the knee to come up. Arms are out. Straighten out your feet so that your toes are pointing straight ahead. We're going to rotate the shoulders. Not just the wrists, not just the elbows, but the whole shoulder. I'd like to say you're balancing a glass of champagne on your palms. Don't want to spill a drop. There we go. And rotate.
Feels
now
good.
We're gonna bring our feet together and arms come up in the air. Inhale, exhale, hands behind your head, elbows are wide. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and release. And let the weight of the head elongate your neck. Just take a moment to be quiet and feel that lovely stretch along the back of the head.
Feels great.
And now we're looking straight ahead. We're going to tilt the head to one side. Reach up. Head goes to the other side. Reaching up. Bend like a tree, like a willow.
Oh, feels good.
And come on up. And now we're going to have the your head go to one side. Just pivot and center. Other side and center. Reaching up. Open up the hands wide and squeeze them. Open and squeeze. And up on the toes. 1, 2, 3. You can do as many of these as you like. Inhale, exhale, clasp your hands behind you. This is very good if you tend to have shin splints. This is going to counteract that tendency. And that's it. One last reach up. On your tippy toes, hold it up there, hold it up, and release it down. And that's it. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Nancy.
How do you feel?
Wonderful.
Me too.
Such a release in my body, just getting the lymphatic system moving and loose joints, and feels good.
Okay, there we go.